Happy New Year everyone, it's Somidix here, and today's video is going to be a brief one where I want to talk about why would a formation that has been so great for you suddenly stop working. If you need coins to buy high-end players and make your dream team, you gotta check out lootbar.gg and their ridiculously low prices. Their prices are already 10% cheaper than any other platforms, and I've got you another 8% off by using my code OMID. Plus, after you purchase, you receive a free 5% extra coins, more than the amount you actually ordered. Many familiar faces in the content creators community are using Lootbar services, so you know you're in safe hands. And with a super fast and safe delivery system, you can have your coins within 30 minutes. So make sure to check out lootbar.gg and their amazing prices, and don't forget to use the code OMID to get that extra 8% off. The link is in the description. So my channel is mostly about experimenting and creating tactics, and the viewers watch my videos because they're bored of their current setups and want to try something new. Or maybe they've packed a brand new promo card that doesn't fit their current formation. But mostly people watch these tactics videos because their existing tactic doesn't hit the same. Even though they didn't touch a thing, they will swear that their players are not making the same runs, the defense feels more open than it did a few days ago, and their AI doesn't do anything anymore. Now, is it a myth, or do your tactics actually stop working after a while? Well, let's start with the AI. I've been playing FIFA games for 19 years now, so I know my craft, and I'll tell you from experience when I say FC25 has hands down the worst attacking AI of any football game I've ever played. So on a game like this, so inconsistent and unreliable, I'm talking about the AI of course, it's so easy to get overwhelmed when your team just feels like they don't want to make anything happen. But is it down to your tactics getting stale? Well, to a certain degree, yes. We all know that DDA plays a big role on this game, and we also know that EA prefers if you don't really enjoy playing the gameplay. So you end up on the menus where you would be more likely to open store packs, buy FC points, you know how it works. But the question we're asking on this video is, if you don't touch a tactic, does your today's 442 play the same as last week? If so, why doesn't it feel like that sometimes? The short answer is very simple. Yes, it's the same. I'm sorry to break it to you, but EA doesn't secretly ruin every single player's tactics. But the reason you're not able to play it as good as you used to falls under three simple categories. I'll call them mentality, connection, and mechanic abuse. Now let's talk about mentality, and let's say you play a 4-4-2. Yesterday you had 4 hours to play. You played your games patiently, you distributed the play to the wings, you absorbed all the pressure in the midfield, and you won most of your games. But today you just have 1 hour to play. You want quick wins, you start rushing your attacks, you play a direct, counter-attacking style of football, and all of a sudden your 4-4-2 is no good anymore. You see, 4-4-2 excels at patient style of football. So if for any reason you're not in that mindset today, you shouldn't be playing the 4-4-2. Actually, switch to something more direct. Let's say a 4-3-1-2, and see how much better everything instantly gets. Because every formation has its strengths and weaknesses. If you're not in a mindset to exploit the strength of a formation, you need to make a switch to a formation that's more in line with your mood today. Number 2 on the list was the connection. We all know EA servers and the gameplay responsiveness is so inconsistent. So on a good day with perfect connection, a formation like 4-3-3 attack can be one of the best formations in the game. Why? Because you can dribble with your wingers, you can do those micro touches that opens up the right angles for your cam, but on a bad connection day with the same formation and tactics, you're left with 3 isolated attackers, that if you take away the dribbling, there is no real way of creating a chance, and your cam, without those micro touches, every through ball will be delayed and easily intercepted. So if there's a delay in the gameplay, your 4-3-3 attack is most likely gonna feel like crap, but in reality, you just need to switch to something easier for link-up play under bad gameplay, like a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-5-1. You see where I'm going with this one. And number 3, and perhaps the most important one, there's the mechanic abuse. Let's say you have a nasty 4-3-2-1 setup and your wide cams both have finesse shot plus and you got power shot plus on the midfield. So you're destroying every player you face. A week goes by and you don't want to use boring base icon Zola at cam anymore, you want that cold Palmer. Or like base Hamshik at CM, nah, that Rolf card is clear. Yeah, on paper you've replaced 2 outdated cards with 2 incredibly better players. But in reality, you've lost your long shot firepower on the team, and now even though you've improved your team, you're losing more games. You gotta keep in mind, certain formations pair really well with certain mechanics. So if you take those in-game mechanics away, the formation quickly loses its magic. Anyway, now that we're done with the 3 categories, it's important to mention that in any FIFA or FC game, the meta is always changing. So it's actually really important that you keep your tactics up to date from time to time. But don't go changing your tactics every other day, there's really no need for that. Keep like 2-3 good tactics for different mentalities and connections, practice on them. And maybe upgrade them every once in a while when there's a shift in the meta. Anyway, that's it for today's episode everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, it would help out the channel massively. This is the end of this video and hopefully I will see you on the next one.